Good morning, student. Once again, I'm back with my video Bipin Chaudhary Lapse of Memory. Now, in this video, I told you that the main protagonist is Bipin Chaudhary himself, and I also told you that this is written by a very famous writer, Satyajit Ray. In fact, he has got a connection with Bollywood also. So, I told you Bipin Chaudhary, he was a person who was doing a good job and quite a responsible person. Now, he was living alone as his wife died 10 years ago and he had no children. So, every Monday, while returning from the office, he used to get down in New Market. He used to get down at New Market, and there was a bookshop there. The name of the bookshop was Kalicharan's bookshop. He went to that shop to buy the books. Now, which type of books he used to buy? Yes, of course, he liked thrillers books. He liked the books which was full of suspense and mystery. He liked the book which were dealing with a ghost story. So, and he did not used to buy one book. He used to buy at least 5 books, and whole week he used to read. He used to complete those 5 books, and after that, when next Monday used to come again, he used to go to that shop and buy 5 books. One day when he went to the shop, he felt that somebody is looking at him. Now, when he turned, he saw somebody was looking and smiling at him, and he had introduced himself as Parimal Ghosh, and he told everything about Bipin Babu, that he met him at Ranchi. He met him in Ranchi in the year 1958. Now, Bipin Babu told, no, I had not been there, but the way he was telling about his personal life, about everything, it seems to Bipin Babu that he had really went there in the year 1958, but still he was not able to remember. Now, he came home, he was thinking and thinking, and now he was worried also, because whatever he told, whatever instances he had given Parimal Ghosh, it was clear that he knew more about Bipin Babu's personal life. He knew about his wife's death, he knew about his brother insanity and death in Ranchi. He also knew that Bipin Babu is not having any children. So he was surprised how a man knew about his personal life so much. And the way he told that he had arranged a car for him in Ranchi, he was thinking, the way he told, it seems to him that he is not telling a lie. Now he is worried. He is thinking that did he really went to Ranchi, and if he went there, why he is not able to remember. He is worried that why he is not able to remember that particular year of his life, and is he losing his memory, is he going mad. Now he is surrounded by this type of questions. Now let's see what happened next. So I'm going to continue with my study I'm going to continue with my explanation, and I hope you enjoy it, you will understand it. So let's begin. So I'm going to start from part 2 of this lesson. Bipin Babu's car was safely parked in Bertram. Now, Bertram Street by the Lighthouse Cinema. He told the driver as he got into the car, just drive by the Ganga, will you, Sitaram? Driving up the Strand Road, Bipin Babu regretted having paid so much attention to the intruder. Now, children, Bipin Babu was still thinking about Parimal Ghosh and about his talk of Ranchi, and finally, when he was so much confused, he started thinking why he is paying so much attention on his talk. He is simply an intruder. He don't know about him. So why he is worried? Simply because he had told him some of his personal thing. He should not have worried so much. He had never been to Ranchi. No question about it. Now, children, he decided that he had never been to Ranchi. There is no question about it. It was inconceivable that he should forget such an incident which took place only 6 or 7 years ago. Now, so children, he was thinking, but at the same time, this thing was not going from his mind. He was thinking that inconceivable means unthinkable, wrong. He is thinking that, but this incident took place when he in 1958, passed only 7 or 8 years ago. So why he is not able to remember it? Because by the way he was telling, it looked as if he is telling the truth. He had an excellent memory until Bipin Babu's head reeled. So reeled means spun. He started feeling giddy. Now he started thinking and thinking. Finally he started feeling giddy, and he stopped thinking about that man, about going to Ranchi in 1958. He was so much confused that he thought it is better not to think about it. Was he losing his mind? But how could that be? He was working daily in his office. So now children, again he started thinking, was he losing his mind? Losing his mind means, here this word, losing his mind means he is becoming mad. So he is thinking ki, but the way he told about his wife, about his brother insanity, and about him going to Hydro, this all seems to him very real. And the way he was talking, smiling, it appeared that he was not a stranger. So he is thinking that, was he losing his mind? Was he becoming mad? Because insanity was in their blood. All he knew that his brother died of insanity. But how could that be? He was working daily in his office, but then at the same time he is thinking, but if he would have been mad, then how can he can work in a very nice manner? Still he is working in a nice in a office. It was a big firm and was doing a responsible job, and he told he is not working in a very small office. It was really a big firm, and so many responsibility he had to carry there. His job was quite a responsible job. He wasn't aware of anything ever going seriously wrong, and till now it seems to him that he is quite fit. It sounds to him that he is quite hale and hearty, he is quite fit. He never even felt in a dream that something is going wrong in him. Only today he spoke for half an hour at an important meeting, and yet now he is thinking, today also he had taken a meeting, and in that meeting he had spoken for half an hour. So how can he become mad? How can he lose his mind? He was not able to believe that. And yet the main man knew a great deal about him. And then, but again, children, at the same time he is thinking, but how can that man, he is aware of his personal, he even seemed to know some intimate detail. Intimate detail means his personal life. So, and he had told about his intimate detail. Intimate detail means he had shown some personal life to him. You know about his personal life. The bag of books, wife's death, brother insanity. The only mistake was about his having gone to Ranchi. Now he's telling his only mistake was that he had gone to Ranchi. A deliberate lie. And then he thought he must be telling a deliberate lie. Deliberate means here intentionally. In 58, during the puja, he was in Kanpur at his friend's Haridas Bagchi place. Now he remembered that he was in Bagchi's place, who was his friend, in 1958 during the time of Durga Puja. And he was in Kanpur at his friend Haridas Bagchi's place. All Bipin Babu had to do was write to. No, there was no way of writing to Haridas. Bipin Babu suddenly remembered that Haridas had left with his wife for Japan some weeks ago, and he did not have his address. Now he thought simply that why he is getting so much confused, he should write and ask from his friend that where he really been to Kanpur, or was he there in um, Ranchi. But then he suddenly remembered that his friend is also not here in India. He had gone abroad. He had left for Japan with his wife, and he was not aware of his address also. But where was the need for proof? He himself was fully aware that he hadn't been to Ranchi, and that was that. Now he is telling, but what is the need of proof? Why I am thinking so much? Simply, he was not in Ranchi and that at that time, and that was all, nothing else. Bracing, and yet a slight discomfort lingered in Vipin Babu's mind. Now, children, he is having two ideas simultaneously in his mind. One, he was believing the words of that Parmal Ghosh, that he was in Ranchi, but at the same time he is telling himself, he is talking to himself, that he, as far as he knew, he had never been to Ranchi like he had been to Kanpur in his friend house to celebrate Durga Puja. So all these thoughts were coming to him. The river breeze was bracing. Bracing means stimulating. And yet a slight discomfort lingered in Vipin Babu's mind. So, now again, so he was in a dilemma whether that to believe in that man's words, or he should not believe in him. Why he is getting so much worried? The river breeze was bracing, and yet a slight discomfort lingered in Bipin Babu's mind. Suddenly he remembered that man was telling that he fell in Hudro Fall. He got a cut in his knees, and he had arranged for a car there. Well, around Hastings, Bipin Babu decided to roll up his trousers and take a look at his right knee. You can see, children, in the picture also, he is sitting in his car and he is rolling up his trousers to take a look in his right knee to see that cut mark. There was a mark of an old inch long cut. Of course, there was a mark of an old inch long. It was impossible to tell when the injury had occurred, but then he still was not able to remember that how that injury had occurred to him. Now again he was worried. Had he never had a fall as a boy and cut his knee? He tried to recall such an incident but could not. Now he started thinking whether when he was small, I think he had fallen somewhere and then he got a cut in his knees. He tried to recall. Recall means remember. He tried to remember such an incident but could not. But then also he was not able to remember. Then Bipin Babu suddenly thought of Dinesh Mukherjee. The man had said Dinesh was in Ranchi at the same time. The best thing surely would be to ask him. Now children, suddenly a thought came to Bipin Babu, because that man told that you did not stay at hotel, you stayed in the house of Dinesh Mukherjee. Dinesh Mukherjee was friend of Bipin Babu. So he suddenly remembered him, and even the man was taking the name of Dinesh Babu. The best thing surely would be to ask him. Now he is telling why he is so much worried. He will simply ask him and then everything would be clear. He lived quite near in Beninandan Street. What about going right now? Now children, that friend, now he is living in Beninandan Street and he thought of going to him right now. But then if he had really never been to Ranchi, what would Dinesh think of Bipin Babu? Now is again an idea come to his mind that suppose if he hadn't been to Ranchi, then what that man would think about him, that simply he is going to his house and asking that whether he was in Ranchi in the year 1958 or not. Okay, so he is thinking very awkward at what Dinesh would think if Bipin Babu will ask for a confirmation. He would probably conclude Bipin Babu was going nuts. Going nuts means, you can see, going mad. No, it would be ridiculous to ask him. So even Bipin Babu is telling it would be ridiculous to confirm from him, to take a proof for him that whether he was there in Ranchi or not. It will be ridiculous. Ridiculous means absurd, laughable. Even he will laugh at him. Okay, that he came to his house just to ask this stupid question that whether he was in Ranchi or not. So it would be ridiculous to ask him. And he knew how ruthless Dinesh Sarkar could be, and children, he also know that his friend had some peculiar nature. He will pass a sarcastic remark. Sarcastic means jeering, and ruthless means hard. So he will pass a jeering remarks to him. In fact, he would make fun of him. Okay, he knew his nature, so he dropped the idea of going towards his house, sipping a cold drink in his air-conditioned living room. Bipin Babu felt at ease again. Now he went to his air-conditioned room and he was sipping a cold drink. Children, one thing let me tell you, Bipin Babu was doing a nice job. Bipin Babu was sitting in his air-conditioned room. Bipin Babu was sipping cold drink. Bipin Babu used to go in his car. He had a driver. This all proved that Bipin Babu was a rich person. He was not a poor person. So Bipin Babu felt at ease again. Now children, when he was sipping a cold drink in his air conditioned room, he felt a bit comfortable. He felt at ease again. Such a nuisance, just because they have nothing else to do. They go about getting into others' people here. Now children, he started thinking why he is so much worried. What a nuisance. One person came to him and he told that he had been to Ranchi in the year 1958, and he is so much worried, so much thinking about this. So he is telling why he is thinking so much. Why the other people, they poke their nose into other business. They go about getting into others people here. Now here this mean, children, this line here. From here you can see it means why people interfering with others people, why they are poking their nose into others people life and annoying people. They are not satisfied and they are annoying others also. After dinner, snuggling in bed with one of the new thrillers, Bipin Babu forgot all about the man in New Market. Now children, after he had a dinner, he started reading the book which he had bought for him, and he was interested. He forgot everything about that person, about his talking. Okay, so he in fact he forgot everything. He had paid attention now in his book. He was lost in the book and he forgot everything. After dinner, snuggling in bed with one of the new thrillers. Now children, he started studying his new thriller book and he forgot all about the man in New Market. Next day in the office, Bipin Babu noticed that with every passing hour, the previous day encounter was occupying more and more of his mind. Now children, next day he slept that night peacefully. Next day when he went to office, again he had one experience. He started thinking that man's wording is still not going out from his mind. The more he wanted to escape from that thing, the more this idea is occupying more and more on his mind, that he had been to Ranchi in 1958. If the man knew so much about Bipin Babu, how could he make such a mistake about the Ranchi trip? Now he's telling again, he started thinking that the way he was telling everything was very much true. How can he forget such an important trip? Well, next day in the office, Bipin Babu noticed that with every passing hour, that means after every hour, the more he wanted to escape from the thought, the more this thought were coming, the more this thing he was thinking about that man's wording, and he started thinking that he whatever he told he feels that he is right. If the man knew so much about Bipin Babu, how could he make such a mistake about the Ranchi trip? Just before lunch, Bipin Babu decided to ring up Dinesh Mukherjee. It was better to settle the question over the phone. Now, just before lunch, Bipin Babu, what he decided? He decided to ring up Dinesh Mukherjee. It was better to settle the question over the phone. Now, he thought that why don't he ask Dinesh Mukherjee? It would be better if he would not go to his house, but through phone he can talk. At least the embarrassment on his face would not show. Now he was telling ki suppose if he will laugh at me, because he is the man who used to pass sarcastic remark, and if he will make sarcastic remark in front of him, if he would not be able to tolerate it, so it's better to talk in a phone, and at least the embarrassment on his face would not be shown to him. 235616. Bipin Babu dialed the number. So this is a number of whose number is this? Yes, it is the number of his friend Dinesh Mukherjee. Hello, is that Dinesh? This is Bipin here. Well, what's the news? I just wanted to find out if you recalled an incident which took place in 58. Now he started talking to his friend in a very serious manner. Okay, he told him, did you remember the incident? I am not able to remember that which took place in 1958. 58, what incident? Were you in Calcutta right through that year? That's the first thing I have got to know. Now he's telling, were you in Calcutta right through that year? That's the first thing I have got to know. Wait just a minute. 58, just let me check in my diary. Now he told me I used to maintain a diary, and let me check in my diary and I will tell you. For a minute there was a silence. So for a minute nobody talked. Bipin was thinking what he was going to get the answer. Bipin Babu could feel that his heartbeat had gone up. He was sweating a little. Now he was so excited, Bipin Babu, that his heartbeat had gone up and he was sweating. Hello, yes, I've got it. I had been out twice. Now he told me, yes, I had been twice out in that year. Where? Once in February nearby to Krishnanagar to a nephew's wedding. Nephew's is a brother's son. Now he told I had gone once in February to attend the wedding of my nephew, and then, but you would know about this one. And he is telling, but the other one I think you should know, the trip to Ranchi. You were there too. Now children, what he told, you were there too. This was the most horrible word which he was not able to tolerate. That's all. But what's all this saluting about? Saluting in investigation. What is the meaning of saluting? Investigation. So now is so much he got a shock when he told that you were also there too. No, I just want to. Anyway, thanks. Now he told, I just wanted to. He was not even able to complete his wordings because he was so much excited, and he told thanks to him. Bipin Babu slammed the receiver down and gripped his head with his hand. Now Bipin Babu slammed the receiver down. Slam means he put down with a noise, with a thud. He slammed down the receiver, and he was really very much worried, and gripped his head with his hand. Grip means to catch. He put both the hands on his head with his hand. He put both the hand on his head and started thinking hard. He felt his head swimming. He found that he is feeling giddy. Okay, his head swimming means here head is not swimming in the water. Here it means that he is full of thought now. So many ridiculous thoughts was coming in his mind and he was getting confused. A chill seemed to spread over his body. Now children, chill means something related with coldness. He felt cold inside upon his body. He felt a chill seemed to spread over his body. There were sandwiches in his tiffin, but he did not eat them. He was so much worried that he was not able to eat even his tiffin. There were sandwiches in the tiffin, but he did not eat them. He had lost his appetite. That means he was so much worried that he forgot all about his hunger. Okay, his body condition was looking very serious. He was looking nervous. In fact, he was worried that was he really losing his mind. If that is so, then this is a very serious case. So these thoughts were surrounding Bipin Babu. So children, it was a hard time for Bipin Babu. Okay, Bipin Babu's encounter with Parmal Ghosh made him really very restless now. He was really very much worried now. Even in the office, he noticed that with every passing hour, his meeting or his encounter with Parmal Ghosh was occupying more and more of his mind. So children, now let's see, the more he wanted to ignore this thought, okay, the more he was getting surrounded by it. Well, now let's see that now he is thinking that he is losing his mind and a cold chill feeling ran over his body. So student, at the end of the part at the end of the part 2, we are confirmed with two things. First, in order to resolve the puzzle about his visit to Ranchi, what Bipin Babu had decided, he decided to contact Dinesh Mukherjee. Now he did not want to go to Dinesh Mukherjee house. Why? Yes, he did not want to go because he know that his friend is a very witty person and he would pass a sarcastic remark to him. He would make fun of him. So he thought that it is better to ring him, to phone him. Mr. Mukherjee did not reply clearly, but he said that he had been to Ranchi twice. He was not sure about the trip. Bipin Babu exactly wanted to know, and it made Bipin Babu more puzzled. He lost his appetite. Why lost his appetite? That means he was so worried that he was not able to eat. Now children, what was the reason for his worried? Yes, the reason for his worried was that he was thinking, had he really lost his memory? Is he really going mad? Because children, remember in the beginning I told you this man told that his brother he was suffering from insanity and he died from insanity in the mental hospital. So he was thinking that this disease is there in the blood. So he might also be suffering from this disease of insanity. So when he was thinking, he was so much worried that he had lost his appetite. So children, you can see how one meeting with Parimal Ghosh has changed the life of Bipin Babu. The person who was so much relaxed, he was living his peaceful life with his job and surrounded by his book, okay, following the same routine in his office. Now he had come to that point where he is full of worried, he is full of dilemma, and in fact he is so worried that he is not able to eat now. So And what was the reason for his worried? That why he is not able to remember that part of his life that he was in Ranchi in 1958. He was very much worried that he is telling, he is thinking everybody had told him. Now one man can tell lie to him, but not everybody, and that means he was there. And if he was there, then why he was not able to remember? It is such an important part of his life. So he took it very seriously. Now children, in my next video I will tell you what happened afterwards. So with this I end my video here. Thank you and have a nice day.